And it may show Gawin in Gakain Danzi Gawin in Gakain Danzin. I don't know. I don't know. Gawin in Gakain Danzin. The first act of true wisdom is to admit that you don't know. Where is Wisani? Gawin Ningakain Danzin. I don't know. Quit asking me. He could be anywhere. Oh, look. BOOZHOO Wisani. Welcome back to the show. I was just talking about you. I didn't know where you were. And here you are. Right next to Gwen Carly. BOOZHOO Gwen. And Nancy Schmancy. Oh, man. Commercials are almost done. You watch them commercials. BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO is brought to you today by the Melinda P. and Bill whatever T. Gates Foundation. Thank you, Wisani. We need our Junia. We need our ad dollars, our ad pennies. You know, today is Tuesday. It's Nijo Gija Good. It's the second day. Nijo Gija Good. Tuesday. And as is our way, our culture, on the BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast, Tuesdays have become, dig if you will, a picture day. So I would like you to dig a picture. Speaking of the Melinda P. Gates Foundation, this is something I learned this week. Apparently, Melinda Gates is the actor Kevin Kline. Remember that guy? He was in The Big Chill, couple of movies. I think he'd been playing a movie where he played the president. Well, there he is, Melinda P. Gates. Apparently is nothing more than the actor Kevin Kline in drag. And this has been, dig if you will, a picture. Or maybe they just look alike. Huh, weird coincidence. There's no such thing as fake celebrity world stage actors, whatever. Oh, gee, I wonder why Bill Gates wanted to get a divorce. Turns out his wife is a dude. When I was looking into that, there was an article somewhere that said 5 famous actors with wives who are clearly men. They showed pictures of these actors' wives, and you go, hikes. That really does look like a dude, but I don't know. Some women look like guys. Sorry. I'm sorry, Hugh Jackman's wife. You don't just look old, you look like a guy. That's what makes everyone think he's gay, because it looks like he's married to a guy. We're not saying there's anything wrong with that. I mean, there is, but some guys' wives just look like girls. I don't know. It's not for me to point out. Well, I guess I just did, but anyway. Another Tuesday. Nijo Gija Good. Dig if you will, a picture. And today I'm going to dig around some pictures I think we need to discuss. Important stuff. Really important stuff to the language and the culture. You know, I had a friend, his name was John Redcorn, very traditional Indian man. And he said, you must walk this earth with purpose. You must walk the ways of a true human being if you're to be an Anishinaabe. But Same time, John was just an old drunk. Nah, I'm just kidding, John. Mino Giga Jabe, Mr. Redcorn. It's nice to see you here today. I was just exposing some secret transgenders. Did you hear about Melinda Gates? Yeah. Turns out she's the actor Kevin Kline. He's inclined to dress up as a lady. But all the money in the world, you can't get your wife to not be the guy, the main character in The Big Chill. Remember The Big Chill, you guys? Anybody old enough? Bunch of baby boomers got together a couple years after college. Hey, I know, let's all party up after the funeral. Friend is dead, so we're going to get together and have the big chill. It's not easy being a baby boomer. You know, baby boomers were the kids of the great generation. The great ancestors who went and fought in World War II. You know, created a pretty decent life for their kids and their grandchildren. You know, started a lot of really, really important things. You know, the great generation. Then they had a bunch of spoiled brats called the baby boomers. The baby boomers believe they went to the moon. That's what they told my generation. They're like, hey kids, guess what? We all went to the moon. And we were like, what? We're Generation X. We're kind of cynical. You better have some proof. Like, no, we did. Look at this old fakey, stupid video from the 60s. And Generation X said, yeah, that's obviously fake. But the baby boomers are like, no, it's not. Don't say that. We're going to make the world free and full of peace. Going to have a peace march. Hey, look, it's called Woodstock. Going to get all drunk and watch Sha Na Na. That'll end the Vietnam War. We're the baby boomers. Nah, baby boomers ruined everything that the great generation built. For our people, the great generation were the boarding school survivors. The boarding school era kids and their parents. When they came back, they only had a little bit of time to fall in love and make a baby. So every one of them made babies, and there was a boom, a population explosion of babies, of ungrateful people. A whole generation of ungrateful babies were born, and they were called the baby boomers. But they weren't all bad. I can't say that. You know, Kiss was part of the baby boomer generation. Let me see. Nope. There we go. Ojim, Kiss. Today I'd like to talk a little bit about AC Bun, the raccoon, Wagosh, the fox, and a group of baby boomers known as Ojim, Kiss. You see, back in the days of the grandfathers, there was a band called Kiss. There's still a band, actually. But before they became ridiculous, Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons make it so hard to be a Kiss fan. You know, if you talk to any one of us lifelong Kiss Army members, and you ask us what we really think of Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley, it's hard to like them. But we love Kiss, right? But before, you know, they couldn't keep Peter Criss and Ace Frehley together. But before they had these guys dressing up in other makeup, there was a really great drummer called, hey, today is Okay, this actually works out. I think it was November, I'm going to say 11th, 1991. There are certain events in life you remember your whole life. For some people, for the baby boomers, it was oh, we landed on the moon. Where were you when we landed on the moon? You know, where were you when John F. Kennedy died? You know, but for me, it was where were you when Eric Carr died? Eric Carr, if I can find his picture here, was the second drummer of Kiss. He called himself the Fox. Well, gosh. But to me, he looked more like an AC bun. Whoops. Right? I don't know why he didn't just say, I'm the AC bun. I'm the raccoon. But no, he had to be a fox. Oh, look at me. I'm so handsome. I'm so sexy. I must be a fox. I don't see it, Eric Carr. But anyway, back in 1991, I remember it because I went down to break up with a girl I was dating. I wanted to break up in person. So I arranged for a weekend trip to her. And to be fair, she had moved away. But I wanted to break up with her, but I wanted to do it in person. So I took an Amtrak train all the way down to Indiana. And went to break up with her, and then I didn't do it. I chickened out. But on the way home, I remember I looked in the newspaper and it said Eric Carr had died. I was like, oh, crap. Not Eric Carr. So that's why I remember it was 1991 when I broke up with that girl. Because that's the day AC Bun passed away. These are really important issues. Because I should see what Natasha thinks of this stuff. Because, speaking of Kiss and replacement members, there's a rumor going around that Johnny Depp is going to replace Paul Stanley in Kiss. I'm not sure where it started. Maybe on the show. But some people are suggesting that Johnny Depp could be the new lead singer of Kiss. But I think Kiss should be careful because in the news recently, it turns out, remember all that trouble Johnny Depp went through with his old wife? I think he was married to her. Amber Heard. You know, she took a poo in his bed. Amber Turd. Well, it ends up, he gets through the whole courtroom. He hires this lady lawyer. Lady lawyer was like 39 years old. 38 years old. 39. 22 years younger than Johnny Depp. Whatever. But she's married with 2 kids at home. 2 children, married. She gets a chance to go out with Johnny Depp. And so she leaves her children and her husband and goes off on a pirate ship with Johnny Depp for a week or something. And now it turns out he just kicks her to the curb. He's like, hey, yeah, whatever. I'm Johnny Depp. I'm not going to marry some lady lawyer who would leave her husband and children for me. So he kicks her to the curb, and now, now she's got to go crawling back. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Sorry I wanted to divorce you because because Edward Scissorhands was available. But I don't know if Kiss is going to tolerate that sort of infidelity. You know, it's all about family values with those guys, I think. Maybe. I don't know. But I better go in. Boop, boop, boop. Beep, beep. BOOZHOO! Hi, sweetie. Oh, hi, NANABOOZHOO. What are you doing? I'm just hanging around outside. You want to come home? Yeah, can you pick me up? Yeah, sure, I'll pick you up. But you're not really outside. What do you mean? You're in the holodeck. Oh, am I still in the holodeck? Yeah, silly. I sometimes forget where I am. Computer. Boop, boop, boop. And outside simulation. Boop, 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 boop. Whoa. Hey, baby, what are you doing here? I just screwed up our little bit. Yeah, you did. I was hoping to... All right, sorry, guys. Well, good morning. Mino Giga Jabe. Good morning, sweetie. Ladies and gentlemen, Natasha. Hey, everybody! What's going on? How you doing, BOOZHOO? Hey, look over here. It's Michael Lyons, rockstar cartoonist. How's it going, Michael? I'm good. Hey, everyone. Welcome to the show. Yeah, welcome to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. Here we go now. You know what time it is. Welcome to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. Wow, okay. I said, welcome to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. Wow, yeah, yeah. Neiman Wayne Dom G. Oh, take it away, baby. Welcome to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. Wow. I said, welcome to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. Wow. Okay. Neiman Wayne Dom G. Yeah. Neiman Wayne Dom. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Neiman Wayne Dom G-A-I-N. Oma Noon Goom. I'm happy to be here today. Me too, sweetie. I'm so happy to be here today. I'm happy you're here today, too. Neiman Wayne Dom G-A-I-N. Oma Noon Goom. I'm happy Missy Charnley's here, sweetie. Well, Missy! How you doing, cuz? Missy. And Jim Dunn's here. Mino Giga Jabe. Good morning, Jim. Mino Giga Jabe. Jim Dunn. Jim's done with it. He's had enough. He's had up to here. So, to get today's show started, without much ado, let's, I think today's show is called The Weather Word with Emily. What's the weather like out there today, Emily?
Hey, NANABOOZHOO. Well, the weather's nice. I mean, it's snowing. Zugipon. It is snowing. Zugipon. And that's our Ojibwe weather word of the day. Zugipon. But I like it. I think it's pretty. I think it's beautiful. Mikawadazi. Mikawadazi. Beautiful. And if you want to say you're beautiful, you'd say Gee Mikawadas. Gee Mikawadas. You're beautiful. But, yeah, it was bound to come sooner or later, the snow. Pone snow. But, I don't know, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You live in Minnesota, you're gonna have some snow. That's just the way it is. Zugipon. It is snowing. Alright. Well, that was today's Ojibwe weather word. My name is Emily. Back to you, Nana Boozhoo.
Thank you, Emily. Nice job. Emily, with the weather word, Zugipun, it is snowing. And Mikawadazi, you're beautiful. Yeah. Gi Mikawadazi, you're beautiful. You're so beautiful, sweetie. Ah, get out of here. Mikawadazi is the word for beautiful. But when you say you're beautiful, you drop the I. And you say, Gi Mikawadazi. Gi Mikawadazi. Weenie Mushane. Get out of here. Oh, what can I say about today? Missy, did you hear about Melinda P. Gates? Turns out she's Kevin Kline in drag. What? Yeah. Melinda P. Gates is just Kevin Kline. No. Well, I don't know. It looked like the same person to me. Oh, that's insane. I know. Like, look at their nostrils. But dig, if you will, a picture of Melinda P. Gates. Is Kevin Kline the actor? I kind of started going off on baby boomers. Really? Yeah. Remember that show, The Big Chill? Oh, yeah, I like that show. Yeah, I kind of did too, actually. It was all about a bunch of whiny baby boomers. Freshly out of college. They weren't quite as annoying as they are when they grow up. But baby boomers, I don't know. They believe everything they see on TV. Like the moon landing? Exactly. Oh, I'm a baby boomer. We went to the moon. There's nothing we can't do. Oh, really? Look, we invented a birth control pill. That should help. Baby boomers. I don't know. A bunch of greasy hippies, if you ask me. Oh, hey, Cheeky Bastard's back. BOOZHOO, Cheeky. Well, BOOZHOO, Cheeky. Yeah. But let's see. So you heard about Johnny Depp dumping that lady lawyer. Yeah, I heard about that. I thought they were a good match. I don't think there is a good match for Johnny Depp. Except Winona Ryder. Yeah. He should have stuck with her. You know, they're both movie stars. She doesn't need his money. But I don't know. I'd be pretty mad if I was Lady Lawyer's husband and, or worse yet, kids. Oh, she had kids? She had 2 children. Hey kids, mom's gonna go away for a while. Yeah, I know I'm a world famous lawyer who just represented Johnny Depp. Yeah, you know Captain Jack Sparrow? Well, guess what? I'm gonna leave your husband and I'm gonna go party up with this known coke fiend alcoholic Satanist known as Johnny Depp because I'm a typical woman. Hey! What? I mean, it just does, you know. Because it surprised nobody. What do you mean? Nobody was like, hey, I think that lawyer likes Johnny Depp. Everyone's like, yeah, Johnny Depp could get any woman he wants. Even a married mother of 2. I'm glad he dumped her. Yeah, I am too. Well done, Johnny Depp. Now get back to making movies I never watch. I act like I'm a huge Johnny Depp fan. I haven't seen anything since Lone Ranger and Tonto. What about the pirate movies? I think I saw the first one, part of it. I don't think I've ever sat through a whole Jack Sparrow movie. Pirates of the Caribbean. Or Caribbean, or however you say that. You've never sat through a whole one? No. I don't watch that crap. I saw part of the one where suddenly old Keith Richards shows up. You go, what? Why is one of the Rolling Stones on the boat? Yeah, that was stupid. Yeah, it's terrible. But, so I was talking about baby boomers. Yeah. and how lame they are. And then I had to remember, not all baby boomers. I don't want to offend any baby boomers who are watching. There are some great baby boomers, like Kiss. Like Kiss, they're baby boomers. Yeah, they are. They were born in the 40s or whatever. Kiss were great baby. I mean, I don't know. Are they great? I love Kiss. Yeah, I love Kiss too, but are the individual members of Kiss actually good people? Are they good people? No, I wouldn't say they're good people. Yeah. You know. Would you trust Gene Simmons to like watch your kids or something? No. Would you trust Paul Stanley to take care of your aging grandmother? No. I wouldn't turn my back on Paul Stanley, but I love Kiss. I don't know if I like Kiss. Yeah. Ojindam. Or Ojim. Ojim. Ojindam is the verb, I think. Is that how that works? I can never figure it out. Because kiss is a verb and a noun. A kiss or to kiss. But I was teaching those words and talking about Eric Carr. The raccoon. He was a fox. Yeah, no, he wasn't. He was a raccoon. The Kiss drummer, raccoon, Eric Carr. AC Bun. So we have that going on. What else is going on in your world? Oh, in my world? I don't know. Let's see what we got going on today. Not much. Apparently it snowed. Yeah, apparently it snowed. Zugipun. We are the Goon Squad and we're coming to town. But I guess part of my complaints about baby boomers, yeah, is that I have such high respect for the generation before them. Your grandparents' generation? Yeah. I call them the great generation. Do you know what Ojibwe, our word for elder, is actually Gitche Anishinaabe? Great human being. Did you know that? Yeah, I knew that. How did you know that? Because I watched the show. Oh, good for you. You see this, kids? This is what a good student looks like. Nah! But yeah, I mean, you know, those guys went through the Depression. They went through boarding school. Everything they did, they built themselves. You know, they built their own houses. You know, everybody from my grandfather's generation was kind of an amateur mechanic, plumber, electrician, carpenter, hunter, fisherman. They could do everything. Except parent, apparently. Yeah. You know, except to raise their kids to appreciate everything they did for them. Instead, it was all, man, what a terrible country. Stupid old-timers fighting in World War II. You know, we're going to go to college. Yeah, great. Go to college. Let college teach you that your parents are all a bunch of racists. It was the boomers that started all that talk. What do you mean? Oh, about racism and sexism and just a complaint generation. We don't make enough money. Whatever. Your parents and grandparents didn't complain like that. They started a garden. But here we are. Why is it our generation is the only ones that make any sense at all? I don't know. Maybe everyone feels that way. But I kind of feel like our music was good. We understood and had appreciation for our grandparents, even though we didn't, respect our parents. I respect my parents. No, you don't. You know what I'm saying, Michael? Yeah, I know. I've thought about it a lot. Yeah. Don't you forget about the 80s. I'll be alone, dancing. Hey, sweetie, you want to take a call? Phone call? Yeah. Yeah, sure, I'll take a call. What line? Line 2. Line 2. Hello, caller. Welcome to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. You're on the air.
Hey, NANABOOZHOO, how you doing? It's me, Eric Carr. I'm calling from heaven.
Eric Carr from heaven?
Yeah, I'm Eric Carr from KISS, but I died, and now I'm calling from heaven. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. Hey, Michael, it's Eric Carr. Hey, Eric, how you doing?
Hey, Mike, did you get my letter?
Yeah, I sure did. Thanks a lot. You wrote Michael a letter?
Yeah, I wrote Mike a letter when he was like a 7th grader. He wrote me a letter and I really appreciated it, man. I was new in the band, so I thought I'd write him a letter back. Give him an autograph, because that's what KISS does. We love our fans.
Yeah, it was a shame. You still got that autograph, Michael? Yeah, my grandmother laminated it. It's hanging in the bedroom. No kidding. Well, that's cool. What can I do for you, Mr. Eric Carr?
Yeah, how do you say fox in Ojibwe? Because that's what I am, you know. I was the second drummer of KISS.
Well, yeah, I know that, of course. But I always thought you looked more like a raccoon.
No, I'm the fox.
All right. Well, in Ojibwe, whoops, that's a picture of a fox. But in Ojibwe, our word for fox is, doggone it. I was going to get to the other KISS words, but I can't find fox now. Here we go. Fox is a wagosh.
Wagosh, fox. Yeah, that's good, because that's what I am. I'm a fox, man.
No, you're an AC bun. AC bun, you're a raccoon.
AC bun? I'm not a raccoon, I'm a fox.
No, check this out. Don't you think you look a lot more like a raccoon?
Yeah, I do kind of look like a raccoon, don't I?
Yeah.
Well, at least I didn't have to be the hawk.
Yeah. Remember that, sweetie? Well, they're going to make him the hawk? Yeah. KISS fans know this, but before Eric became the fox, i.e. raccoon, KISS wanted to make him the hawk. And he was going to have yellow makeup with a beak, and he had a feathered costume. He looked like kind of like a baseball mascot.
Yeah, man, I look like one of those mascots from the baseball teams. The Philadelphia Chicken, whoever that guy was.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Anyway, Ojim is KISS. And, well, here, Eric, maybe you'd like to learn some of this.
Yeah, I want to learn the Ojibwe language.
Okay. Well, kids, if you don't know, Eric replaced Peter Chris, who was the cat. Gaja Gaines, a cat.
Gaja Gaines, cat.
Yeah, that's right. In KISS, the lineup now and what it was before Eric got there was there was a cat man, a Gaja Gaines. And then there was Gene Simmons. He was supposed to be the demon. In our language, we would call a demon an evil spirit, a Maji Manadu. He's a bad spirit, evil spirit, Maji Manadu.
Maji Manadu, evil spirit.
Yeah, that's right. Whoop. And then there was the star child, Onung Abanunjin.
Onung Abanunjin, the star child. That was Paul's character. He was the star child.
That's right. Because he apparently had a star in his eye. I don't know what a star child is. And then Ace, who Tommy Thayer is dressed as, I called him the Ishpeming Ace.
Ishpeming Ace. The space ace.
Yeah. But I have my doubts about the actual Ojibwe word for space.
What do you mean, NANABOOZHOO?
Well, Ishpeming means the sky, or it's the area where the stars and the sun and the moon live. So some people think Ishpeming means space. But I don't really believe in space.
What do you mean you don't believe in space?
Well, like outer space, I just think that's science fiction. I think Ishpeming probably means the dome, where there's stars are in the dome and the sun and the moon are on this side of a dome that's over the land.
Oh, you mean like a dome instead of outer space? You think there's a dome?
Yeah.
You know, in the Bible, they call it a firmament.
Yeah, exactly, like a firmament.
Yeah, it's a firmament.
Yeah. Some people call heaven Ishpeming.
Ishpeming, well, that's where I'm calling from.
Yeah, you're in heaven, huh?
Yep, I died, came to heaven, but it doesn't mean I don't like to rock and roll.
Well, that's great.
You know, I'm just up here, rock and rolling all night, partying every day.
Great. Anyway, so these are some kiss words in Ojibwe. AC Bun.
You know, it's really interesting to learn the Ojibwe language, Nanaboozhoo. I'm really glad you got this show.
Oh, thanks.
I watch it all the time from heaven when I'm not practicing the drums.
Oh, you got a set of drums up there?
I got a great set of drums. It's heaven. And sometimes I'm just up here playing with Elvis Presley, Kurt Cobain, David Bowie. You know, we got a really good band.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Well, listen, Eric, I better get going. But I'm really honored that you called the show.
Yeah, it's a great show. I watch it all the time.
Great. Well, hey, you want to learn how to say, I will see you again in Ojibwe?
Yeah, how do you say that in Ojibwe? How do you say goodbye?
Well, we don't really say goodbye. We say, Giga Wabamin, Minawa.
Well, Giga Wabamin, Minawa, Nanaboozhoo.
You too, Eric Carr. Rest in peace.
Wow.
Yeah. Eric Carr. But I don't know. I don't think it was. I think it's in a couple of days is the anniversary of the passing of the great drummer Eric Carr. But at least he still plays drums in heaven.
Yeah.
He can still do that much. Wow, huh? Your childhood hero just called up. Yeah, that was cool. Eric Carr. Did you cry when Eric Carr died? Actually, I didn't. I was surprised. Why? Well, because I cried when Elvis died, and I cried when Bowie died. I even cried when Michael Jackson died. You cried when Michael Jackson died? That's embarrassing. Yeah, I know, it's really embarrassing. Michael Lyons cried when... What, were you afraid that your hero was dead? No, I didn't cry when he died, learning he died. I just got teared up hearing a song in a grocery store. I can't be your friend anymore. Shut up. Did you cry when Michael Jackson died?
No, I didn't cry.
Did you cry when Bowie died?
Yeah.
What famous person made you cry when they died?
Let's see. Bowie. I'm trying to remember. Did I cry when Prince died? I don't think so. I felt pretty sad when Neil Peart died.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm not even the biggest Rush fan. That was kind of sad.
Yeah. Boy, they're dropping like flies these days.
I know, every day there's another celebrity who's died.
Oh, wow, Nancy Schmetzy's here.
Well, BOOZHOO, Nancy Schmetzy.
Hey, Nanaboozhoo, ever thought of doing book reviews? I'd like to recommend Plants Have So Much to Give Us. All We Have to Do Is Ask. Anishinaabe Botanical Teachings by Mary Sipsey. Genius Z. We have done a couple of book reviews. What did we do?
We did Where the Wild Things Are.
Yeah.
And The Water Walkers, something or other.
Yeah. Yeah, we could do another book review. We did Corduroy.
Corduroy?
Is it a kid's book? You're not going to make me read a real book, are you? I don't want to have to read a whole, adult book. If it's a kid's book, I'll read it. This is my only rule in literature anymore.
What's that?
I don't want to read anything I can't finish in the bathroom.
Well, people read Dostoevsky in the bathroom.
Yes, but they can't finish it. That's a line from The Big Chill. Yeah, I remember. The guy he wrote for People magazine, and he goes, "We only have one editorial rule. You can't write anything that takes longer than the average dump to read." So if I can read it during my morning meditation, then I'll do a review. If it's got chapters and it's going to take a couple of days, a week, for me, I've been reading the Bible, the graphic novel, yeah, for like 2 months now. I can only get through a page or two a day. I don't know. It's not easy reading. It's hard reading. And I'm dumb. You're not dumb. You're beautiful. Oh, get out of here. Wally Bear. If Nanaboozhoo was in Kiss, they would have painted him up like a skunk. Yeah, if I was in Kiss, I would totally be the skunk. I'd have like a white stripe up through from my nose. The rest would be black. I'd be mostly blackface. How come Kiss doesn't get in trouble for wearing blackface? Well, they're mostly whiteface. They're blackface and whiteface. That's double racist. Oh, here comes Surrealist. Well, BOOZHOO Surrealist. Me no giga shame. Nancy Schmancy. I like the book review idea. I've learned about good movies, books, and songs because of the awesome BOOZHOO crew. Miigwech kakina awiya. Thank you, everybody. Miigwech kakina awiya. Yeah, we got to do more book reviews. So I'll check out, if it's not too long to read. Plants have so much to give us. All we have to do is ask. Well, that marijuana plant gives us something. Hey! What plants are you talking about? A little bit of that ganja. What else do they call it? Grass. Grass. What can the grass teach us? What other plants can teach us stuff? Actually, you know what I learned a lot about? What's that? Spinach. Spinach? Spinach is really good for you. You know, I think I've heard that. Yeah, it's an antioxidant. No, not antioxidant. What's it called? Yeah, what is that? Anti-inflammatory. Anti-inflammatory. Yeah, basically, if you're sick, it's inflammation. And so eat a bunch of... It's a medicine. Spinach is a medicine. Spinach is a medicine. You know, we used to drink kale shakes all the time. Yeah, I know. How come we don't do that anymore? Well, I broke the blender. And then the new blender, freaked me out. Why? Well, when I put it together, don't think I put it together very well. And the first time I tried to make a kale shake, things started vibrating and moving across the counter. And then I smelled something, smelled like burning. Yeah. So I unplugged it. I just threw the whole thing away. Why did you return it? I'm not going to return old dirty $20 blender, but we should go buy a new one. And buy some kale and some fruit and cucumber. Do that stuff again. That was good. Yeah. I mean, I feel the same, but I just don't eat as much fruit and vegetables if I'm not juicing. Yeah. So let's put that on the shopping list. Let's save up for that. If you'd like to support the show, help us buy a new blender. We have a Patreon page. Links are in the description. We have a PayPal page. Again, links in the description, sweetie. Yeah. And a GoFundMe page. And Michael Lyons has books for sale. Speaking of book reviews, here's a book review. You know what my favorite book of all time is, sweetie? What's that? Ojibwe Words and Phrases. No, it isn't. I couldn't put it down. It was a page turner. Oh, so exciting. Ojibwe Words and Phrases. A quick reference guide to easy Ojibwe words and phrases. Words like Gajagaints, cat. Majimanadu, demon. The cat and the demon. Characters in Kiss. What's your favorite book of all time? Oh, don't ask me that. Why? Because you put me on the spot. I'm going to sound like an idiot. I can't think. What's your favorite book of all time? My favorite book, I guess it would be the Paul Stanley autobiography, Face the Music. No, it's not. No. I did read that book, but it was stupid. I don't have a favorite book. I don't like reading. How can you not like reading? I don't know. It makes me sleepy. I like watching TV. Anyway, you want to get up here, sweetie? Yeah, sure. Up next. First, let's have a song from Michael Lyons and Natasha. What song is this? I think this is Angel from Montgomery. Angel from Montgomery. By a really great songwriter who I can never remember his name. I know, me either. And he passed away like a year ago or so. Did he get the COVID? No, I don't think he died of that. Did he get the vaccination? No, he didn't die from that either. He died from just being old. Anyway, up next, Natasha. But first, Angel from Montgomery. I am an old woman, named after my mother. My old man is another, child is grown old. If dreams were like thunder, lightning was desire, this old house could have burnt down a long time ago. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. Believe in this living, just a hard way to go. Flies in the kitchen, I can hear them buzzing, and I ain't done nothing since I woke up today. How the hell can a person go to work in the morning, come home in the evening, have nothing to say? Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to believe in this living is just a hard way to go. Believe in this living. Hey, hey, hard way to go. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Michael Lyons and Natasha. And that's an old John Prine tune. John Prine? Is that how you say it? John Prine? I don't know. You have been watching BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am NANABOOZHOO, and I will see you again. Gigawabamin. Minowa. Hawa. That was great, you guys. How the hell can a person go to work in the morning? Take the hair out of my eyes. Hey everybody, BOOZHOO! How you doing? How you doing, Michael? I'm doing great. How are you? Not too bad. So today, our OJIBWE, what's our OJIBWE word of the day? I mean, like, what is the OJIBWE for Tuesday? Nijo Gisha Good. Nijo Gisha Good. You know what? I feel kind of weird today. Yeah, I do. Kick it with it. I don't care about this stuff. Mikawadazi, beautiful. Gee, Mikawadas, you're beautiful. Oh, look at you, you're so beautiful, cheeky bastard. Oh, man. Daniel Black is back. BOOZHOO, Daniel the Sage Black. How you doing? So nice to see you. Hi, Natasha. Your hair smells nice today. By the way, ask Michael if he's installed heat cable yet. Michael, did you install some heat cable? Does he mean for the pipes? You mean for the pipes? I think he means for the pipes. I installed the, I insulated the pipes with the tubing stuff. Michael insulated the pipes with the tubing? I think he's worried about our pipes freezing this winter again. Yeah. No, I think we're going to be okay this winter. Yeah. I heard, this is so funny how it happened. So we go to church on Sunday, and then afterwards we go to the restaurant. And we're going in there, and we're like, oh, it's getting cold. And the college hostess lady goes, yeah, we're going to get 8 to 13 inches of snow on Thursday. And we all went, what? Oh, wow, okay. And then everybody who came in and we talked to for the rest of that lunch, it's like, hey, yeah, we're supposed to get 8 to 13 inches of snow. They say, and then I realized, well, why do I believe the hostess? Does she somehow know? I believe her. I did too. But I'm spreading the news like I heard it on good authority. Well, and by the way, we should expect 13 inches of snow on Thursday because some girl who showed me to my table said so. You know. Oh, but she was beautiful. Mika Wadazi. Yeah. So it might snow. We Zugipon. How do you say maybe? Oh yeah, how do you say maybe? Perhaps. I can't remember. But in the future, it will snow. I mean, we can say that. We Zugipon, it will snow. I don't know how much. I don't know for how long. I don't know what we have in store. But it's coming. Winter is coming. It's coming, says John. Yep. Are you ready? Can you handle what's coming? I don't know. I kind of feel like most people are sort of trauma weary. What do you mean? Like no one's going to make a big deal. Oh no, it's going to snow again. It's winter. Because we just went through 3 years of pandemic and political strife and celebrities going to court and dying and stuff. I kind of feel like a lot of people are sort of just exhausted of being exhausted. We're like, yeah, okay, whatever. Bring it on. Maybe I can't do anything about it, but I can not care. I can't do anything about the events of the world, but I can deal with my reaction to it. You know, you don't have to just freak out over everything. No. But anyway, kind of feel like I should go outside or something.
You want to go out in the snow and the cold?
No, I don't. Can you put me down in the what you call it?
The holodeck?
Yeah.
Sure, I'll teleport you to the holodeck.
I'm going to go down the holodeck, play around. Maybe I can come up with some place I'd rather be.
Okay.
I'm going to go to the holodeck.
When to teleport to the holodeck?
Make it so, number one. No. All right, here we are. The holodeck. If you're not a Gen Xer who wasted their life watching TV, you might not recognize this, but it's a holodeck. This is a computer-generated rec room, I guess, where we can generate a background, an environment. So, computer, boop, boop, boop. Oh, and computers from Star Trek, they're voice activated, but they're not like Siri. They can't really talk back. It's just beeps. But in any case, computer, boop, boop, boop. Can you please simulate an outdoor scene for me? Boop, 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 boop. Oh, yeah, like this. This is lovely. Boop, boop. You're welcome. So sitting out here, Dugwagon, autumn. Sometimes I like to pray, but I don't want to get a bunch of tobacco down. I should really go out to the real outside if I'm going to put out tobacco. But sometimes I like to come out and I give tobacco before I pray. It's an old Indian custom. Back in the days of the grandfathers, we used to trade all the time. We didn't have money. And so, somebody might come up and say, hey, I got a whole bunch of corn here. I'll give you the big bushel of corn if you give me a knife. Or here, I'll give you this whole bunch of furs and the fur trade. We traded stuff. But one of the things we trade is tobacco. Here, I got a pouch of tobacco. Just give me some of that beef jerky or whatever. But then it turned into this thing where it became rude not to bring some tobacco if you're going to show some respect to somebody. So say you want to go visit an elder. And this only applies if the elder is like a traditional Indian guy. They're never going to tell you, but they're all going to notice if you don't bring tobacco. So for a lot of these guys, they like, someone will bring a whole pouch of tobacco. Sometimes a person will just bring a pack of Marlboros. Well, here you go, Grandpa. Sometimes you can just bring a pinch of tobacco. Because a pinch is enough to put into a pipe and smoke it. But the thinking is, you offer tobacco when you're about to show respect, but you can trade tobacco for, consideration of a request. So when I offer tobacco to Great Spirit, it's kind of like I'm saying, please consider my prayer. So I'll say, accept my tobacco, Great Spirit. Odapana niwi asema kichi manadu. Accept my tobacco. Just telling them, here's my tobacco. Sometimes people will offer tobacco to the 4 directions. To the spirits of the four directions. Manadoog. Away day. Dapanan niwi asema. Manadoog away day. Wabanung. In the direction of the east. Wabanung. Sometimes people offer tobacco to eagles. They'll see an eagle. And they'll say, Miigwech gitchi manadu. And they'll just sprinkle some tobacco out. They don't even say a prayer. They just say, thanks, Great Spirit. Just when they see an eagle. Maybe that eagle is a symbol. Or a sign. Or an omen. Probably not an omen. I think omens are bad signs. Omens are signs something bad's going to happen. Somebody's going to die. They say when you see an owl, or if you hear an owl during the day, that's an omen. That could be the sign something bad's going to happen. Who does the bell toll for? It tolls for thee. Nah. Who's in trouble now? The owl. Cuckoo. Cuckoosh. Cuckoo. Oosh. Cuckoosh. I always screw that up with the word for pig. Anyway. Owls can be signs. Eagles. Actually, any bird. I knew a guy once. This is a sad story. I had a friend who lost his daughter. And on the day of her funeral, a little hummingbird came around the corner. Me mengwa. No, what is a hummingbird? Ne nukasi. A hummingbird came around the corner. And he goes, the little thing was right in front of my face. And it just hovered there, staring right at me for just 10 seconds. And then it flew away. And he goes, I think that hummingbird was my daughter. I think she was saying goodbye. But it was so sad, but I also believed him. You can kind of feel it. Hummingbirds don't really act that way. I mean, they buzz around and they'll stop in, look in your window for a second, but they don't usually just come up to your face and hover. Some people think birds carry prayers, that there's a spiritual side, that all birds are these messengers. There's an old story about when Gitchi Manadu was making all the animals. He'd give them jobs. And especially with the birds, he gave them he goes, okay, I'm going to make you the Migazi, the eagle. And your job will be to carry the people's prayers to me. You'll be a messenger for the people's prayers. And so much more. But I wonder if all birds don't grab a prayer here and there and bring it up to heaven. Some people say smoke carries prayers, and that's why we offer tobacco. You gotta burn a little smoke. Your prayers will go up to the Creator on the smoke. Some people like to burn sage. They say it purifies the room. It'll get rid of the bad spirits. Purify the place. But they'll just let it smoke. Because, and when I pray, my prayers go up in the sage smoke too. Nobody knows, but we all got theories. I'm a conspiracy theorist. I got lots of theories. I kind of want to own that word, or that term, conspiracy theorist. People call you that like they're insulting you. I'm like, no, that's probably true. I got theories that people conspire. I know you're trying to call me paranoid, but I'm a conspiracy theorist. I see an owl during the day, and I'm like, that owl just conspired to send me a warning. Many moons ago, I auditioned my bass playing for this band out of Missouri called Gravity Kills. All they said to me is they'll consider it, which obviously means no. Yeah, I've tried out for bands where I didn't get into. I remember when I was a little girl, I used to be a bass player too. And I could barely play bass, but I really wanted to be in a band. And these guys came up to me like, hey, you want to be in our band? You want to try out for our band? I was like, I was afraid. I didn't really want to. But I heard a little voice inside said, you're never going to be a rock star if you don't start doing this kind of stuff. So I packed on my bass and my amp. They picked me up. We went to this guy's house. And one of the guitar players had the greatest guitar player name. His name was Brian Valentine. If you're out there, Brian, rock on. But Brian Valentine and his buddy, they looked like rock stars. And they were just, young guys living in Minnesota. But went to their house and they had ripped jeans, long hair, guitars strung way down low. And immediately they just jumped up, started dancing back and forth. Well, at this point, I had never played my bass standing up. I don't even know if I owned a guitar strap. So I go in there and I'm sitting on a chair trying to play Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne. And I couldn't play it very well. Then we tried to play Lick It Up by Kiss, and I couldn't play that very well. And there was a third song, I forget which one it was. You're in Love by Rat. And I just butchered it. I could kind of play the songs, but not, I certainly couldn't stand and dance around. So I knew that I probably wasn't going to get the gig. And a couple days went by, and then the guy saw me. He was like, hey, yeah, we decided we're going to go another direction. Thought we might get a bass player who actually knows how to play the bass. But thanks for trying out. Don't cut your hair. Your hair looks great, But in the 80s, if you had long hair, people would just ask you to try out for their bands. Hey, nice hair. You want to be in our band? I don't know. My mother and I were walking along a trail in the woods, and a wondrous owl with glorious huge wings landed on the path in front of us, and we stood still in absolute awe and felt very honored. Wow, so an owl comes down. Was it during the day? It is very uncommon for an owl or any bird to behave that way. So it makes me think it was more than a bird. It was probably a spirit. Maybe it was a Bigfoot shape-shifting, Or was it an omen? Did something really bad happen right afterwards? Well, that's the other part. When you do see an owl, once in a while, a cigar is just a cigar. Once in a while, you're going to see an owl or hear an owl and think it's like a bad omen, but it's not. It's just an owl. It doesn't necessarily mean it has to be a bad sign. But a spirit animal just landing in front of you and your mom like that. Oh, but here's the thing. Spiritually, you'll feel something. If it's a bad omen, you can feel a pit in your stomach. You'll be like, oh no, what's going on? But if you felt honored, that's a good sign. Because sometimes I think eagles especially will show up just to present themselves. Kind of to honor you, or just to kind of point out, here we are. We're right here. Yeah, birds are mysterious. Benashiyag! Birds. Yeah, I'm talking about you guys. Well, I should go back, I suppose. I'm gonna go back, you guys. What do you mean you're just a holodeck? Oh, that's right. Computer! Boop, boop, boop. Please end holodeck computer simulation. Boop, 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 boop. I forget where I am. Boop, boop, boop. Beep, beep. Bonjour. Hi, sweetie. You ready to come back upstairs? Yeah, would you pick me up? You got it. 1 to teleport. Make it so, number 1. No. Make it so, number 1. Yeah, I'm trying. Isn't it working? No. Okay, you gotta push the button and jiggle the wire. Push the button first, but keep pushing the button as you jiggle the wire. Push the button as I jiggle. Okay. Oh, there she is. Thank you very much. Yeah, this thing, you got to push it and jiggle the wire at the same time. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. I mean, it works, but you gotta have the touch. Yeah. I think if you didn't own our teleporter, you wouldn't be able to run it. Yeah, it's like an old car. Only the owners can start it. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, is your pickup still running, Michael? I think so. I haven't tried it in a couple of days. We gotta go to Walmart. Why? We're almost out of cat food, and we're totally out of cat litter. And we're gonna be out of coffee in about a day. Oh, okay. So it's off to Walmart. If your old pickup will start. It should start. Okay. Sweetie, you want to add anything before I land the plane? No, that's pretty good. All right. Hey, everybody. Just want to say, me gwetch got bisan dowie egg. Thank you for listening. Dash me gwetch gonna wabby egg. And thank you for watching BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture, huh, Michael? That's right. My name is Natasha. This over here is Michael Lyons, the rockstar cartoonist. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching. This over here is NANABOOZHOO. Thank you so much, miigwech. I'll see you tomorrow. And I will see you again. Gigawa min. It's very good. Do you want to teleport? No, I don't need it anywhere. I don't trust it.